So this is a front squat. It can be done with a single arm, a double arm. It can be done with just your hands, but the idea is you pop it up in a front rack position, which is the bell on your shoulders. If you had two, it'd look like this, where your other hand's up and the bell's in the other hand. And you're doing a squat. You're going all the way down, standing all the way back up. So you're in that good squatting position, all the way down, all the way back up. That's a left arm front squat with a single dumbbell. And you can switch to the right arm, you can do it with a kettlebell, all kinds of fancy jazz up in there. So this is an overhead carry, and we can do this once again, single arm or double arm. We're gonna start with single, show you that, and then we'll show you a double arm. And we're even gonna show you a double arm with a dumbbell. It's gonna be great. So here's what we got. Single arm overhead carry, you basically put the arm up overhead, straighten out that elbow, try to keep the rib cage tucked down and not lean too far any one direction. And the idea here is you just walk. You walk with it up overhead and you'll, yeah, the march in place. You could do a march in place if you want. A way you can scale this is to just do a static hold here, holding it up overhead, keeping the shoulder engaged, pushing into the load, and kind of resisting any sort of movement through the body. Again, this starts easy and then gets really hard. You could do the march like we just showed there, a overhead carry march, or you can actually carry it and walk around should it be nice and beautiful where you're at. That's a single arm carry. A double arm carry is taking one dumbbell, popping it up overhead. And again, this can be done with one dumbbell or two dumbbells. So you could have one dumbbell in each arm, which is nice and dirty. This is with one dumbbell total, and you lock it out overhead exactly the same way, trying to keep this shoulder open, the rib cage tucked down, not popping that butt out the back. This is a little hard if you have tight shoulders, but it's a great movement. Try to lock the elbow out, hold it up overhead. It burns good, like Cheryl was showing there. But again, you can do that as a march, a carry, or just a hold. All right, so this is a dumbbell high pull with one arm. So basically you hold it out in front and you keep the elbow high and outside and you pull the dumbbell up your body. She's using a small plate. You can really use anything here that's appropriate for you loading wise. Elbow goes high and outside, shoulder stays open here. We just pull it up the body, come back down. That is a dumbbell high pull. So this is the walking lunge, and you can do this walking or in place. She's gonna show you what you can do walking inside, a couple steps, turn around, a couple steps. Another way you can do this is by just stepping out and then stepping back, which looks like this. Step out, step back. You can also do this by stepping back and then forward. So she basically start with your feet here and step back and then step forwards. And this is a slightly different stimulus. Some people far prefer this. They say it mimics a walking lunge a little bit better than actually stepping forward and then stepping back. Some things that we can do to make this more challenging, or that you'll also see pop up, are walking lunge with weight. And you can do this with two hands or you can do it with one hand. We're gonna demonstrate it with one hand, but there is walking lunge with weight at your waist, which looks like this. So you hold it at your side, you lunge out, and then you lunge back. Or you lunge and walk around. That's the other one as well. There's holding it on your shoulder. Same sort of deal. And then there's holding it up overhead, which is the most horrendous of all of these. A lunge out and a lunge back. And those are all our walking lunge variations. All right, so this is a single arm press and a few of the scales that we can do for them. You get the dumbbell up on your shoulders. You wanna make sure that this is always braced like anything else that we do. And then basically, you press. Now the idea is once it goes up overhead, you wanna lock out the elbow, keep it racked right over the middle of the body, or sorry, right over the middle of the foot on that side, and then you just come back down. That's it. So brace and press. The tendency is to wanna twist with this. Try to resist that. That's part of the strength that we're going for here. So it's bells on your shoulder and press it up. This can be done with a kettlebell, this can be done with a dumbbell, this can be done with your hand, this can be done with a metal plate like this guy right here. You can take it as light as you need to. You can take a small child, put it in that hand. Just make sure you got a good grip on it. But that is a press.